Hello everybody, it is Mikkel, and today I'm going to be talking about RWBY sort of. This is about the Volume 5 premiere, but this isn't really an in-depth thoughts video. This is just a, oh my goodness, I loved it, I thought it was great, and I had a lot of fun with it. I just watched it. It's what time is it? It's 1 in the morning. Yeah, it's 1 in the morning. I was busy all day today, and so I feel bad for not watching it earlier, but apparently this is the first year where we didn't crash the Rooster Teeth servers. Guys, we gotta step up our game. I mean, sure that they aired the part of it, or the first episode, in some theaters, but come on, guys, we gotta step it up. It's tradition. But I love these characters so much. It's so weird. I'm wearing my RWBY shirt, by the way, but it's so weird. I've never actually grown up with characters. I've grown up with them to the point where it's yeah, I've been with them through a series or whatever, but this is the first time where I've grown up in real time with the characters, you know, I was there for the first episode, and I've been there for every episode, every season, or volume. And so seeing when Crow's yeah, these people aren't pushovers, and then RWBY, you know, getting up, and she's yeah, I was yes, it's it was a weird feeling. I was yeah, I've been there for her progress. I don't know, I've been there for the progress of the show as a whole. I was there when the first episode just was on the Rooster Teeth website, and I was well, yeah, this is out now. I guess I'll give this a try, and now look at it. It's on billboards in New York, outside of the Comic-Con area, and then last year it was on the giant pillars in front of the Comic-Con stuff, and it's I'm so proud of this show. RWBY, the episode. I loved it. I thought it was so good. At the very beginning, we got to see RWBY and the gang again, we got to see Crow, and then it's look at the new locations and stuff. We got to see a bunch of 2D stuff, and it's are we just going to continuously get more and more 2D stuff to the point where the show will be 2D, traditional anime, or what's the deal here? The Weiss stuff intrigues me for what could happen. The Blake portion was probably my least favorite portion, just because, I don't know, Blake, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Blake will probably be my least favorite of the main four. Please don't kill me, please. Please don't hurt me. I love all four of them with my whole heart. It's just, the Blake stuff intrigues me the least. But Yang, that reminded me of the original Yang short, where she was at the bar and she, punched the dude, and everyone was whoa, oh my goodness, but she's so young. And it's yeah, that's basically exactly what happened here. It's you're so young, what? You look hot. Uh-oh, I'm getting punched, because that was a rude thing to say. I loved this episode so much. Oh, also the Yang short that I watched before the episode was great. It was so weird. You wouldn't think it would be weird just to see the characters in their original outfits in the new art style, because it's or in the new animation software. It's yeah, it's not that weird. But then you see it and it's oh, this is a little jarring, but I'm in love with it. And I just had this giant smile on my face the whole time through it. Oh my goodness, I love this show so much. I've been there through its whole journey. I've grown up with these characters. It's so wild. I love it. I love it so much. And then Oscar, all of the reactions to that, just that whole scene where Oscar meets the Ranger, it's so good. It's so good. RWBY walking in comics, what? Also, are we going to ignore the fact that he said our uncle? He said our uncle. Our uncle. Ours. As in including himself. I haven't, nobody asked about that. I mean, sure, that was at the very end of the episode and they cut it off. Also, the opening is so good, just the visuals and stuff. It's oh my goodness, I love it so much. I love RWBY. I love it so much. I love it. Rooster Teeth, you did a thing. This episode is really good. I didn't take notes or anything on it like I do for Good Place episodes and other things I do videos on, but it's I have a bunch of RWBY figures over there. And I have all the RWBY Blu-rays in front of me. All four of them, including the volumes 1 through 3 collector's Steelbox edition. Steelbook. I love RWBY. I love this episode. I can't wait for more. Raven's looking like she's playing a pretty big part in this season. And I did get one spoiler, but it wasn't really a spoiler. It was like one of the things from the opening where there's the team together, and I was like, oh my goodness, did I just get spoiled the fact that the team reunites in the first episode? But no. I didn't. So, thankfully, that would have been a pretty bad spoiler to get. I love this show. Also, I was excited for Lionheart because I was like, yes, he looks like he's about to betray them. And then, like, he got the call, and I was like, oh, so my thought wasn't even like original, or I can't brag to other people that I predicted it because nobody's going to believe me because it happened immediately. But I did it. You're just gonna have to believe me. Also, well, I knew it because like when he was like doing the thing on the phone, like hitting the keyboard, but it was all the button hologram things. It said copying files for a second. I was like, yeah, that is sketchy. That is hashtag sketch. Anyway, this episode is really good, and I love these characters so much, and I want to give them all a big ol' hug. And yeah, I hopefully next week I'll try to do like a more in-depth video, like a normal initial reacts or initial thoughts, like with notes and stuff. But like, nah, it's 1 in the morning. I had a really busy day. I'm out of town for the weekend, so I don't have like my usual editing software and laptop and setup and stuff. So I'm just getting this done because I wanted to talk about it because it's so good. I love RWBY. I love it so much. Anyway, I'll see you guys like next week for more RWBY, later this week for more Good Place, and maybe a TLDR box office if I have enough writing stuff for this weekend. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, and thank you all so much for watching. Love RWBY. I love it so much. It brings me joy. It brings me lots of joy. And that's what entertainment's about. Happiness and stuff. Consuming it, yeah. I love RWBY. The show. And the character. Mr. Heath, you did it good.